I like being right. It's one of my very favorite things. And 2020 has shown I've been right about a lot, but that could end in 2021. I've been very adamant that my Bitcoin prediction for 2021 is 225K. I have not amended that prediction in about a year, but I'm feeling pressure to make a higher prediction because here's the thing. My prediction was based on a semi-bullish scenario for Bitcoin, but we have some news today that is pushing me hard to raise my prediction since it seems like every possible scenario for Bitcoin is breaking the old bullometer. If you were to dream up a scenario for Bitcoin, I couldn't imagine one more dreamy than the actual reality we find ourselves in today. 225K for Bitcoin is simply too bearish these days. It's looking more and more like 500K could be the new top target. Find out why today. Let's get it. BitSwap is the hottest new way to trade tokens. Crawling all the top decentralized exchanges, BitSwap gets you the very best price and value for your trades. BitSwap is changing the game. Try it now at bitswapdex.io. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto. My name is Ben. Every day I show you how to make money in cryptocurrency. If you like money, make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, we have a big announcement today about ByBit. And if Bitcoin is heading to the crazy heights we will discuss today, then you may want to start longing Bitcoin with low leverage for some easy gains. They are doing a huge 25 BTC giveaway for Christmas. All you have to do is navigate down to the video description, and we provide the steps and links that you need. Just make sure to register for a ByBit account by visiting bybit.bitboy.live and follow the steps seen here. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about how all of our Bitcoin dreams are coming true. Now watch this video until the very end to get the whole picture of what is happening right now, the crazy news that came down yesterday. Talking about prices and charts is one thing, but when we have news that fundamentally changes the face of the economy in Bitcoin, it's groundbreaking. And that is what we have to do here. Let's look first at a Bitcoin expert now saying that a 200K Bitcoin is a conservative opinion. Controversial Bitcoin OG Willy Woo says that Bitcoin will be heading much higher. If this happens, we may have to start calling him Willy Woo! Not really. He's a maxi. He gets no fun nicknames. But old Two-Eyed Willy says he sees a bullish feedback loop occurring in 2021, and he's now aiming closer to a 300K Bitcoin. According to the stock to flow model we love, Bitcoin seems poised at 290K, so it adds credence to his prediction. But the fact is, we have often seen Bitcoin move far above the stock to flow line in spikes. The model is more of a baseline, a mean, an average, if you will. Looking at the chart itself, you see the spikes. When we're talking about a six-figure Bitcoin, it stands to reason that these spikes could equal crazy amounts of numbers. All of these predictions, though, are based upon technicals. These are charts. The stock to flow, of course, is a little technical and a little fundamental, but there is a lot of stuff going on off the charts that, if you didn't know, is what actually pushes Bitcoin on parabolic runs. And a parabolic run-in, we will go. I do want to say first, though, that I don't think there's any way possible Bitcoin can hit $1 million within 1 year. But I do now believe that the top for Bitcoin is much closer to 500K than 200K. It's hard for me to amend a prediction, but it almost seems necessary at this point. Why? Bitcoin has never been so bullish. Let's not even talk about how much corporations, investment funds, and treasuries are stuffing themselves with BTC. Today, let's discuss how bullish Joe Biden is for Bitcoin. That's right, I said it. And I'll just say this, so we're all clear on this. Personally, I didn't vote for Joe Biden. This is not some type of celebratory Joe Biden victory video. It does seem like the steam to overturn the election based on legal challenges is growing very thin. In short, I do believe that Joe Biden will take office in January. Not my preference, but if you guys go back to all of my election videos, what did I tell you guys? I over and over again stated that there was no bad scenario for Bitcoin with the election. A Trump win was good for Bitcoin. A Biden win was good for Bitcoin. Now we have seemingly hard forked from Trump to Biden. So we are really going to get the opportunity to find out if my analysis was spot on. Probably is. A Biden win, great for Bitcoin. because he's now quickly going to completely collapse our economy. Not great, of course, for small businesses and 401ks, but the fact is, this is the exact scenario that is needed to push Bitcoin to its highest heights as the dollars go down to the lowest lows. Since the pandemic, the US dollar index has dropped officially over 10% now. Unbelievable. Analysts forecast a Biden presidency will push it down much further, many believing an additional 20% drop is in store for 2021. When you compare this index chart to the Bitcoin chart, you will see that it's basically the dollar's inverse. And if we see a 20% reduction in the dollar index, it's likely we lose a reserve currency in the world, which would lead to an economic disaster in the United States. Something people have predicted for 30 years or more. Who knew it only took the flu to get us there? If you believe that, of course. If you listen to the IMF discussion on the Great Reset, definitely makes you wonder what's actually happening. So why am I so confident that Joe Biden will crash the economy? It all boils down to dollar printing. It's amazing when you look at the drop of the dollar and see how much the drop is connected to trillions of dollars getting printed out of thin air for the stimulus. Logically, not politically. Do you think Joe Biden is going to clamp down on dollar printing or loosen up and print more? Politically, we've seen many conservatives come out in favor of lower stimulus numbers. Democrats en masse prefer more relief in the form of free imaginary money coming out of nowhere. You can expect to see more free checks, free rent, and free mortgages in the next year. These people are bad at math. They failed economics class. So instead of becoming accountants, they became politicians. And I just got to say this. If you trust the government on either side to do the right thing economically to help people, you haven't been paying attention. The proof is in the pudding here. Example A, Janet Yellen. You may not have heard of her, but if you have been in crypto for a while, she is definitely a person that you've seen before. She is the woman in the front of the infamous Buy Bitcoin photo from Capitol Hill. Now, you may have thought that this pic was Photoshopped like I did the first time I ever saw it, but it's a real picture. Yellen was the former Fed chair under Obama, and Joe Biden has officially said that she will be his nomination for Treasury Secretary. And I have no doubt that she's going to get approved. The Republicans have to pick their battles here, and this is not one they will fight too hard. I mean, she's got to be better than Elizabeth Warren, am I right? But if you followed along yesterday with any of Biden's picks, then you know that there are far more contentious nominations to be battled over. At first glance, you may think Janet Yellen is bearish for Bitcoin. After all, Yellen has made many terrible comments about Bitcoin, calling it anything but useful. Some have noted that lately she's been a little more bullish on blockchain in general, but that isn't what is going to make this an amazing pick for Bitcoin. Spend, spend, spend. That's generally her outlook. Now, she talked to Bloomberg back in October. She said that the only way for us to pull ourselves out of the crisis is to spend more money. It's honestly hilarious. She says that the pandemic still is affecting the country, but somehow spending more money that we don't have will fix it. How dumb can these people possibly be? And yet, they are running our country. It's a great time to be in Bitcoin, but be on the lookout for free USD airdrops coming as quickly as possible. The more we print, the higher the Bitcoin price goes. And while if you're liquid in USD, you may feel like you're safe, the more the index drops, the more exposed you are. That's why I've told everyone I know to get out of dollars and into crypto or even gold. I got most of my family and friends in Ethereum because I believe its upside is higher, but that's a different story. The fact is, I'm not telling you guys one thing and doing another. I'm overextended into cryptocurrency and have gotten those I love, including people in the Bit Squad, overextended into it as well, because I truly believe this is about more than just getting rich. It's potentially about life and death. Preparing yourself for a brave new world. Being rich in crypto could just be the difference between you being able to feed your family or not. And look, we don't have to necessarily head into a Walking Dead type free-for-all apocalypse if the economy collapses. Minus the zombies, of course. Hopefully. But you're a fool to believe it is completely out of the question. I'm prepared. Are you? Let me know what you think down below in the comments and drop a Bitcoin prediction. That's all I got. Be blessed. Good boy out.